Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. It's Friday, and believe it or not, it's almost the end of January. And today it is very chilly here in Ottawa. I'm not sure exactly what the temperature is, but I can tell you it's cold. And it was a chilly dog walk this morning, but the sun was shining, so that made up for it. How's everyone doing today? Hi Monique and Barb. Thank you for joining me. I come live Monday to Friday from my craft studio in Ottawa, Canada. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come live just to invite you into my crafting space to create some cards and maybe give you some ideas. I love it when people share what they've made after one of my Facebook Lives. Yesterday I did a bridge fold card, which I hadn't done before, and it was pretty cool and actually very easy. But today we're going back to a stamp set that I actually did a class on this, the Arrange a Wreath stamp set. It's in the annual catalog, and it's a great stamp set because it has ideas, dog hairs, ideas for many different holidays, or you can just use it. It doesn't have to be for a holiday. So Happy Heart Day, Give Thanks, Happy Easter, Best Wishes, and Merry Christmas. And it has little images for a variety of holidays, and it also has cutouts for a variety of holidays. Where are the little hearts? I like how the hearts are done because you run it through once, it's attached, and then you get two little hearts. And you'll see them in the cards we're doing today. And this little love one is really, really cute and really pretty. So that's what we're using today. I've also used this little die cut from Potted Succulent Dies. That little one there. These are beautiful. These, I mean the die set, I haven't really used the succulents yet, but I've used these sentiment dies quite a bit already. We're also using the Be Mine Stitched, and I don't remember what I used out of this. Maybe I didn't use that. I'm using Well Written, the Little Love. Actually, I cut it out. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. And then I also cut out one of the bows from the wreath set and one from Pierced Blooms to try. I have 3 different bows to choose from for the first card. So our first card is focused on red and white. So here's what I've done. The card base is basic white, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I did not use the thick stuff, and I think it's going to be fine because we're going to have so many layers on top, but you could use the thick one for sure. Hi Phyllis. Hi Judith. Okay, Judith, I read your comment quickly and I thought it said, I'm not really enjoying the supplies you're going to use. So I'm glad it says I'm really enjoying. All right, next layer is the red foil that carried over from the last holiday catalog, I want to say, but it was the August to December catalog. Now, when you're using a big piece like this, I always make sure that I cut something out of the middle to have on hand, or just to have, even if I'm not using it today, because I don't want to waste all this foil. So that's going here. The next layer is shimmery white, and I don't know if you can see it shimmering, but it's definitely shimmering. This is in the annual catalog, and it's kind of cool. I use it sometimes for painting, but it's actually pretty cool. It's only shimmery on one side, not to be confused with pearlescent, which is the next card. So this layer goes next. And you know what? I kept trimming them off a little bit, so I don't even know exactly how big they are. And here's the 2 bows. So that one was from the Pierced Blooms dies, and this is the one that comes with the wreath dies. Here's that little love. And what's really fun is you get all these little letters as well that if you can find them, because they're pretty tiny, you could use them on maybe the inside of the card, or, oops, Be good if I knew how to spell. Aren't they cute? Getting glue on them would be a bit tricky. I should have put an adhesive sheet on this before I ran it through. But it was right in the middle of this, so I didn't think of it. And here's our other bow option, actually real ribbon. This ribbon is very pretty. Here is the sentiment, Happy Heart Day. I'm not sure how it's going to fit in yet. And here are two of the little hearts that it also punches out. Now make use of all your pieces. So when I cut out this one, this little piece that was left in the middle was a perfect fit for the two little hearts. Okay, I'm laughing at your comments. Okay, so just want to poke all these out. If you've watched my other videos where I made the wreaths, they're so fun to play with. But I like making them so that they're 3D, or they're more 3D than just layering them up. So I've got red with I call them berries, then I've got shimmery white, and then I have vellum. So 3 layers for the wreath. But first of all, let's just get these pieces put on. So our shimmery white, it's a really bright white. Oh, for a minute I thought I was doing it on the wrong side. That would be bad. All right, layer 1. Well, this is the top layer, I guess. So some of you might have this set because it's in the annual catalog. And it's one I didn't get at first. And then once I did get it, I made a ton of cards with this. Winter ones, Christmas ones, purple ones. I should have grabbed them all to show you, but it's a great set. All right. Center this. I know I'm not going to use all these things, but I pulled them all out. Now, what you want to do when you're putting your wreath together, like I said, some people I've seen will just layer the things one on top of the other, which is beautiful, but I like to weave them around. So I think I'll use this as my base. It does mean you have to cut your wreath. Now, which one do I want on top? I think I want vellum second, and then the white on top. So what I do is I just take a glue dot where I'm starting. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just randomly selecting a spot. And then I just weave it in and out. I try to come in at the little sections between the berries. Does that make sense? And it doesn't matter if it fits perfectly, although it's usually pretty close, because we're going to have another one over top. It's a little finicky to do, but I think it looks so much prettier. Has anyone else been outside today who's from chilly Ottawa? Okay, I like that. We walked down, we didn't go out in the woods. We walked down the road. And it was nice going down, but it was chilly coming back. Just wondering if I need one more wrap around. Yeah, I think I do, and I'm going to put this glue dot right here. Yeah, the weaving makes it look really, I think, it just adds an element to it. This is a set that, yeah, you might have forgot you have it in your little stash because you probably used it for Christmas or... So I'm going to start at the same spot, or maybe you used it, that's what I do, and then you forget you have it. Alright, so I'm going to try not to weave at exactly the same locations as before. It gets a little trickier for the top one because you've got so much going on with the bottom one. And you know what? If it breaks, it doesn't matter. You just put a glue dot and start where it came apart. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And it looks kind of messy when you're doing it, and then it's fine once you put it on, once you put it down. So I want that to be fairly close. There. Now I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals, and I just pick spots where there seems to be lots of stuff, so you're not going to be able to see it. Like right there. And I don't think you'll be able to see them anyways because it's white. But you could cut them into smaller pieces. It also kind of helps everything stay together. This would be a beautiful wedding card, I think. So I'm going to put it a little bit towards the top. I do love me some glue dots. Now we have so many choices. So we've got this little word love, which would look pretty down here, I think. We've also got this, but I think that's going to be too much. Although I might use it on the next card. So we've got love, or we've got the sentiment that we could put right in the middle. And then we have all our bow collection. So we could have that bow, it's kind of cute. We could have real ribbon, or we could have the little bow. So bow 1, bow 2, or bow 3. What do you guys think? And also, what do you think for the sentiment? Love, or we could put both. Happy Heart Day. I don't think it really needs both, but you can never send too much love. All right, what do you guys think? This is pretty, but you know what? I'm going to put this inside. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to add some glue dots. Let me know which bow you like and which sentiment. One, and love. I kind of like love better as well. So I just put that inside. It's so cute. Love, bow number 1, and love. This bow's really pretty, eh? It's more substantial than this one. This one kind of gets lost, but this one I like. All right, so I'm going to start doing love because that seems to be, yeah, when you take that out, isn't that pretty? Now, I am going to use my silicone mat so that I don't get glue everywhere. This is my sponge I keep for glue. And then the trick is to hold it down because if you move it around, it gets glue on the front, which I might have just done. Where did my little red hearts go? Those are cute, but I think it takes away from it. All right, I'm looking at comments. Bow number 1 and love. All right, so bow number 1 is the winner. I'm going to put a glue dot on the back. Doesn't need much to keep it on. But you will see that it's a bit bigger than a glue dot, so I'm pushing it down from the middle. And then it just raises it up a little bit, so it's kind of like a glue dot. All right, I like it. We could put these inside the card as well, but I'll just save them for another day. And there's my little love. These would be adorable. It would take a few minutes to get the glue on them, I think. All right. I did bring out the red sequins, but I don't know. Let's put one on really lightly and see if we like it. I don't know if it adds to it or not, but... Hi, Teresa. Okay, so we've got our regular basic white, red foil, shimmery white, and then we added vellum into the mix. Okay, that card's done. We're just doing 2 cards today, but these ones take a little bit longer, and then you can go around and fix your wreath, but looks good to me. Okay, that looks really pretty. So, number 1 card done, and this one features red and white. Our next card, I have so many elements for it that I don't know which ones I'll use, is featuring the beautiful pearlescent paper that is in the catalog with the seashell stuff. That's a technical term, stuff. I don't have the seashell stamps, but I do have a lot of the other elements. Where is it? So here's the pearlescent paper, and I do have the opal rounds, which we might add as well. And then it has friends are like seashells. I really do like the sayings in it. And the paper is gorgeous. I do have the paper. And I do have the embossing folder. So really the only thing I don't have is the stamp set. But I'm sure I will at some point. Happy birthday to my beautiful friend. The greetings are really, really pretty. But they're greetings that kind of go with the seashells. Love you to the beach and back. Well, we just have a travel ban on now to most sunny places, so I don't think anyone's going to the beach. All right. Very vanilla. Pearlescent. Sahara sand foil. There's a bow. So I'm not going to do 4 layers. I just cut out a bunch of stuff to see what I wanted to do. So I might do this. Because I don't want 2 of these. That's too much, I find, on a wreath. So I'm just deciding, do I want the berries in this or do I want the berries in this? I think I'll do this combination. Then for the other pieces, I actually have the bird. I don't know if I'll put it in, but I was just seeing what I might like. So I have a bird. I have all the love words because I did one in the pearlescent and one in the Sahara sand foil. So I've got both of those. Then I have all the little letters. And then I have some hearts. Then I went back to the poinsettia set and cut out these little spriggy things. That's a technical term, spriggy. So I'll show you what I'm thinking. So, very vanilla. And it's not the thick stuff, but you could use the thick stuff. I do have some somewhere in this room, but... And the pearlescent paper is pearlized on both sides, which I thought is so cool, but then you only see the side that you haven't glued down, but it's pretty cool. It's really pretty paper. It's not really thick either. I like it a lot. So I'm just using my Stampin' Seal to put it down. Oh, I've embossed it with the subtle embossing folder. And that's what I used on the first card as well, the subtle embossing folder. All right, so let's get busy doing our wreath. I'm going to do it the same way. And sometimes I just wind one around, but it does look a lot nicer. Takes a little longer though. Yeah, I've got time. All right, I'm going to put the pearlescent one on the bottom. Then pearlescent again, then this one. Or should I do, no, change my mind. Pearlescent, then foil, then pearlescent. And, oh, there it is. So I just put a glue dot to start, wherever I'm going to start. I didn't poke all these things out. Oh well, I'll poke them out later. And then we start weaving. And you can do as few or as many weaves as you want. I probably do maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to give a number because I never do it the same 2 times in a row. These colors, or this combination together, is so pretty. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to add a glue dot down here. Okay, even just like that is pretty, but I am going to add one more layer. So we'll start, I usually start around the same spot, or if there's a bare spot. So here there is kind of a bare spot. So I'll make sure to hook these 2 together. And again, weave it in and out. I want to make sure you can still see the foil. It's funny, sometimes it weaves really quickly. Yeah, I like that because I still want to see some of the foil on the top. Where's the end now? Out there. Okay. It's looking pretty. I change my mind all the time. Okay, I'm going to use some of these. I'm just going to rip some off the edges this time. That's what's fun about crafting, is you kind of go in with an idea, and then once you start creating, you change it up. Or sometimes I do it exactly like I was thinking, but not very often. Because you're only guessing what it's going to look like all together. And then once you put it all together, it might not exactly be what you had in mind. I do have linen thread here too. It might be, sometimes I like to put something unexpected, like linen thread with all this glitzy stuff. All right. I don't know what I'm going to use yet, but I do want, what I was thinking is having one little spot where some things stick out, and of course I put a dimensional right there. And it's tone on tone. Okay, now this is driving me crazy. Huh, popped up. So if I have that one, my idea is put this all here and then add the bow here. That's too big. You know, sometimes in a wreath you have one little spot where you have stuff coming out. Oh, I know. I could use a little bit of this too. I like it. You just have to find a little section that looks like it would come out on its own. If that makes sense. I'm going to add this one, but make it a bit smaller. I'm just shoving stuff in now. All right, there. And I just lifted up the dimensional, and because this is shimmery white, it seemed to lift up pretty easy. All right. I wonder, that might look nice down there. I think this is too big. Let's try a little bird. Let's just try everything and see what we like. I also have a bow, but I only have a pearlescent bow, so I don't think that's going to look good. And we just have to work with whatever I've already cut out. That's the rule for today. So we could have the little bird. Let's try some twine. You could use gold. I don't know. I wouldn't use gold. I don't think gold would look good. Sometimes I like to mix it up though, have sparkly and then have like linen thread. That needs to be, I'm doing a double one so that you'll see it a little better. You could also add a splash of color, but I don't want to. But you could. You could add like a pink ribbon or a red ribbon. So what I was thinking of is a bow and the little bird. And we'll pop the bird up with a dimensional. And I know you can't see him really well because he's the same color, but that's what I want. Or that's kind of the look I was going for. All right, and I'm not going to put any words on this, but I'm going to put these two little hearts down here. I'm going to put one on flat and then pop one up. I think I'll use a little, well, let's see. That's going to be a bit too big. Sometimes I find the little ones are so little that if you're only putting one on, it kind of rocks around a little bit. So I'm using a little piece of that, the big sheets of dimensionals. All right, I think that's it. I could try and attempt to put love down here. We'll just see how it looks. I'm not going to take the time to glue it all down. The thing is, when you leave it like this, you can use it for other things. These letters are really small, but they're cool. Cute. I'm not going to glue that down, but it would look cute down there. Okay, so those are our two cards for today. I like how this one turned out, actually. Just going to move all this extra stuff. Oh, let's put this on the inside. Okay, goodbye, love. So I did it last time with 3 dimensionals. As soon as you put it inside, though, then you're kind of committed to a card that you want to say love on the inside. But let's do it. This would be a really pretty wedding card, I think. Of course, if it's a wedding card, it's still love. Well, hopefully it's love if they're just getting married. Okay, I'm just going to slide all this extra stuff out of the way. So there we have our front and the inside. I do like the twine with it, kind of changes it up a bit. So 2 cards today. Oh, you know what I have? I do have these. I do want to try to put one. Oopsie. I think that's enough. These actually coordinate with this paper. And they have little flecks inside them. They're really pretty. All right, so that's our second card. And our first card was the red and white. So this love is from Well Written. The Well Written dies. They're awesome. All right, I hope you like these cards. And if you have the Wreath Builder set, that it's encouraged you to grab it back out and make a couple of Valentine's Day cards, or love cards, or a card that you just send to someone. I think anybody would love to get this card in the mail, especially during lockdown when we can't see all the people that you love and want to see right now. So thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it if you would like or share this video. It helps it to be seen by more people. Do you have a favorite? Teresa, yeah, it is very classy. This would be a beautiful wedding card. I think anyone who's getting married would love to get that card. If you are looking for any products or want to sign up for any of my upcoming classes, mariannecowan.com. And that's it. So happy Friday. I hope you guys have a nice weekend. It is chilly, so if you're going outside, make sure you dress warm. But it's still beautiful. It is winter. It's Canada, where I live, so it's good to get outside. So I hope you have a great weekend. I'll be back on Sunday night for Celebration Sunday. And I forget which set I'm using. Approaching Perfection. It's a birthday set. So that's what I'll be using on Sunday at 7. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I hope to see you on Sunday. Thanks for joining me.